Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss a Lifestyle Asia article that listed the best American whiskey for you based on your Zodiac sign. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Lenny Eckstein, and Shawn Baquette.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey-o. Hey-o. Lenny, how you doing there, man? He's just coming in.
Doing all right.
Coming in
Some
hot,
technical
man.
difficulties, but I'm back.
Okay. All right. And Shawn Baquette. So I would say Beckett too, but that was somebody I went to school with. They had the same last name, but Shawn says it Baquette. So
So here's the thing. I was going to say Baquette, but I was like, that's going to be wrong because I say so many things wrong.
Right.
I went the opposite way. I was so close.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Shawn. You haven't been on one of these shows before, have you? I mean, other than maybe something at the shop, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
This is in studio. This is the real deal. Yeah. Every once in a while, we'll do stuff at the shop, and just whoever's there, you might have been on one of those, and just but that's just for fun stuff. This is serious. So yeah, welcome and appreciate you coming on, man. So Shawn lives locally, so he lives actually pretty close to the shop. How close do you live to the shop? How long does it take you to get there?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, you're close.
Yeah.
Well, so that's good. Yeah. Shawn, famously, we had an event one time, and Shawn signed up for the event. He showed up, he walked in, said hello to everyone, and said, I'm going to have to cut out of this event early. It hadn't even started yet, and he leaves.
Yeah. It was.
That happened.
I forget what I had that night. Yeah,
I'm sure you were in trouble at the house. So
Yes, I was.
Shawn famously does get in a little bit of trouble from time to time. So that's good.
Yeah, I exceed the budget once in a while.
Yeah, oh yeah, it happens. The only time you're okay is anytime it's something involving Demetrius. Apparently, your wife likes coming to the Demetrius events, and you can buy the Copper Dome. Anything that he's doing, she's fine with. So
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see, he plays by different rules than everyone else, then it's okay. So yeah. I always remember the one time you were like, I'm not, Demetrius has too many products, I'm not buying this. Your wife was like, we're buying this, right, Shawn? And you're like, oh yes, absolutely. That's what I intended to say. Yeah, of course, yes, I would gladly be buying this. So yes. So Lenny, and what's your story, man? How come you're late? What happened here?
My business partner and I were discussing matters that pertain to owning a business distillery with the person you're also married to.
Yeah. Did were you hoping? Because I said I might be late. Were you hoping that I was actually going to be late?
I was super hoping that.
Yeah, I know. I've been in that situation before where someone's like, I might be late. I'm like, I hope they're fucking late, and then I'm not going to say a word. I'm sure you wouldn't be like, I was also running late. You would have just been like, yeah, well, that's okay, man. Just make us wait. You're cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, when there was 5 minutes left, I was like, I got time. We can finish this part of the conversation because it's important. That 5 minutes went really quick.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does go by quick. All right. Well, before we get started with the show, which is going to be a fun one, and as soon as I saw this article that we're going to be discussing, I thought of McNew because she's into the Zodiac and all that kind of stuff. I
I wrote a whole book about it. So it was
you did. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see how true you think this. And Kathy's done some work on it. So Kathy, we'll lean on her when we get to that part of the show. For right now, Kathy said there's something she wanted to talk about, though. What is that, Kathy? Oh, gosh, Kathy's been having coughing fits or something.
Okay. It's back to school time. When
Yes.
you go back to school, they're always asking, introduce yourself. So everybody has to give one interesting fact about themselves and one boring fact about themselves.
Okay.
And if you need examples, I could go first.
Okay, go first. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
My interesting fact is I've run a full marathon.
Okay.
My not so interesting fact is I am a sock shoe person.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
No.
Well, you
I
put on both
one
socks
sock and then the
or-
shoe,
yeah.
and then the other sock, and then the shoe. Not socks.
I put on my
never-
socks first. It's two separate transactions for me, socks and then shoes. But yeah, interesting. Is that the interesting or the boring one?
That's the boring one.
Oh, it seemed more interesting than the other one to me.
No.
It's gonna like
Marathon. I did a half marathon once. That's not my fact, and that was enough. One time.
26.2 miles is a little bit further.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I wasn't going any further. Let me tell you something. I was done. So I was glad I signed up for the half. Yeah, which I couldn't.
And I
even-
only had 16 weeks of experience running.
Well, there you go. And look at you now. Well.
I don't run anymore.
Oh, perfect.
Funny
All right,
shit.
Lenny, what is something interesting about you and what's something boring about
Man,
you?
I don't know. I was hoping I didn't have to go first or second, I guess, as it is. I don't know. I feel like the cop out. Like if it's not somebody on here, I get to like do the cop out answer. It's like, well, I
Right.
make whiskey for a living.
Oh, yeah, no,
That's usually-
you can't do nothing whiskey related because we're all in the whiskey thing together here.
Mm,
Okay.
dude, you put me on the spot. I don't.
All right. Something interesting about me, I've met Muhammad Ali, so that was a pretty cool thing. So I got to meet Muhammad Ali, and when I had my chance to meet him, I told him how much he meant to me. And, he's already past the time where he couldn't really, at least not in a public situation, communicate. But I told him that story. And he was sitting down, and I told him that, and I told him that I used to watch the Foreman Ali fight, and they had this thing. Back on videotape days, I used to watch this all the time. I would watch that whole thing because there was all this commentary leading up to it. And they show you, all the stuff that he was doing, the training that he did there, and they show you the background of George Foreman, how he was this almost Mike Tyson-like guy, kind of gruff. And when Tyson was fighting, again, Tyson has a different persona now. Foreman has a different persona now, and I watched it hundreds of times. Literally, I've seen that. I can't tell you how many times. And when Ali comes off the ropes, finally, after it looks like Foreman's just killing this guy this whole fight, and he finally bounces off the ropes, and this flurry of punches, and Foreman, this big, strong man who you think is invincible, is getting hit after hit. And he can't stop anything, and he drops him to the ground, and he doesn't get up. Man, it was such a moment. So I told Muhammad Ali about that, as passionate as I am here. And Muhammad Ali stood up, and I thought, what the hell is he doing? It wasn't easy for him to stand up. At first, I don't know what he's doing, and then I realized he's standing up. And I don't know why he's standing up. Again, because he's not talking. He's not saying. He's like, hold on one second. It doesn't say anything. He stands up, and he reaches out his arms, and he hugs me. That was a pretty cool moment. Now, that's a cool thing about me. I met Muhammad Ali. I got a hug from Muhammad Ali, which is pretty cool. This is pre-cell phones and all this bullshit. I wish I had a photo of it, but that's back in the days when we just lived in the moments. So I have no documentation of that. You're just going to have to believe me. What's boring about me is I like Christmas music. I don't like it any time of the year but at Christmas time. I can't stand Christmas music right now. I don't want to hear it. But you know what? Starting November 1st to December 25th, I'm into it. So that 8 weeks or whatever that is, I like Christmas music, and I listen to it. I've got probably, I don't know, 4,000, because I'm old school again. I don't have one of these plans where you just sign up and you pay so much a month. I just download the songs I want. And so I've probably got 5,000 songs, and there's probably 2,000 of them are Christmas related. Pretty wild. Boring, but good. In its own way. That's boring, but it's what I like. What can I say? I like it. All right. Shawn, boring and exciting about you.
Boring. I'm a computer geek.
Okay. Really?
And then interesting. I have an auction problem.
Like attending auctions or
online attending.
Any sort of auction you're in, huh? You like the auction format. Okay.
What do you look for? Are there like specific items?
No, just whatever's on auction that week.
eBay? You like eBay? Yeah.
No, not really. But
not really. Were you the one that told me about the old crow stuff when it was up for sale in an auction?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I bid on
What's the coolest thing you've gotten at an auction?
Probably a liquor store went out of business. They had been in business for probably 50 years and got some old dusty decanters. One of which is like the Apollo 11 moon landing decanter.
Yeah.
I know a guy who just bought a train car in an auction, like an old antique train car. Yeah, seems pretty cool.
We know a guy who comes in the shop, collects like full-size trains. He collects train signs, all those. He's like known within the train community. There's apparently a big, and I want to go out to his place. He lives actually near Demetrius's distillery, and he's one of our customers. And apparently he's got a lot of the stuff set up where it runs and stuff like that. He's like totally into it. So sounds very cool to me. Shawn, to me, the most interesting story about Shawn is one time there was an incident in India when he actually accidentally had a guy killed. So, I mean, that stuff happens, though, right, Shawn? I mean,
it does.
Sometimes
people are cheap over there.
So, what are you going to do? Yeah, it was just an incident. You're only allowed to order off one side of the menu, and Shawn goes in there and they're asking, what side do you want to order, meat or the vegetable side? Shawn's like, I'm going to mix it up. I want one of this and one of that. And the whole restaurant just stops. And the maitre d' comes running over, kicks the waiter out of there, which I'm sure he was then killed on the parking lot. He was quickly gone. And then the maitre d' had to take over and get the situation back under control because it was dicey there.
Yeah. You don't mix your vegetarian. Yeah, you don't mix your vegetarian with your meat.
Yeah, you don't do that. It's unheard of.
Yes, no vegetables allowed for me.
Yeah. McNew, how about you? Something really exciting and something boring about you.
So if it weren't you guys, I would say I'm one of two people that's been on 1,000 episodes of the Bourbon Daily. But you guys know that.
You can't say that because, all right.
Can't say that one. I had to wear a neck brace in 3rd grade, and it's in my 3rd grade yearbook picture.
Oh, okay.
I think that's interesting. Not a lot of people can say that.
Right. I feel like the story as to why might be even more interesting.
So I had this thing where my bones grew quicker than the joints that held them in, and one of my vertebrae would fall out of place all the time.
I was thinking like whiplashed by an elephant's trunk at the zoo or something.
Right.
No, it's nothing interesting.
Okay.
And boring. I mean, I think it's exciting, but I really start buying Halloween shit in July. Like, it's really turning into a problem. So,
okay. All right, Lenny, you managed to push this off where you're the last person. So, hopefully at this point you have something.
Yeah, well, I wasn't able to think of anything, and then Shawn gave me a good idea when he started talking about his vegetarian incident.
Okay.
I don't think this is interesting per se. In fact, I think most people would say it's boring immediately, but just the same. I haven't really had any beef, chicken, pork intentionally for almost 30 years.
Okay.
And I only recently cooked steak for the first time ever for my kid.
Okay.
But never cooked steak before that. So maybe file that under weird or boring.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with interesting.
Did your son like the steak then? Or
did you do it?
He doesn't, he'll eat it, and I wouldn't say it's under protest. But he seems to have like an inclination towards the same diet as I have.
Right.
And
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, there's definitely no.
Did he ask for the steak? How does this come about?
No, I try to push it on him actually because
gotcha.
I want.
You just want him to live a normal life, then he can make whatever. once, right?
Yeah, that, and also, like, contrary to popular beliefs, I do not follow a vegan diet. I eat a lot of fish.
No, I thought you're vegan. You're definitely vegan.
If one is going to not eat steak, chicken, pork, or any other weird animals, I feel like you have to eat fish. Otherwise, you're going to be super unhealthy and scrawny. So I don't want him to be that, and he won't eat fish. So steak it is.
She tried the steak. Yeah.
Yeah. And
were you tempted to try it all yourself as you're making it, or did you just already past that? Okay.
It's not my thing. Like I do have, as I've probably stated before, I've got this kind of like weird self rule of sorts where, let's say I'm doing like a pretty notable event that incorporates like our whiskey, and it's a pairing with a very notable chef, and they present to me, as it's happened in the past, the small bite that they've made to pair with our whiskey. And in one case, it was like bison tongue pastrami. I will not say no because it's embarrassing and rude. Mm-hmm. So I'll eat it because, like, what's it? It's not really my.
And it was good, wasn't it?
I didn't love it. It wasn't bad by any means. It was fine, but it's just not my go-to. It's like yeah.
Did you just wake up and feel all that so alive the next day? You were like, oh my god, where did I get
super alive? Yeah.
It was, injuries healed up and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Didn't have my knees hurt more. Okay. So maybe that's interesting and boring. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is boring. Maybe it is. Like I'm very like habitual. Like I don't like to make coffee in the morning. I do make it in the morning, but I prepare everything at night. So I get the coffee ready to make at night, which I guess isn't that weird. I like to take a lot of.
So do you have to turn it on, or do you have one of those that just automatically starts and it's ready at 5 o'clock or whatever?
I don't like to start it in the event that I wake up early or late. So I like to go out and push it. It
doesn't take very long to make. I mean, I have a traditional coffee maker. It's done in 2 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Everybody else like I got to have the super fast, K-cup thing, and it's like I can make it pretty damn fast myself.
Yeah, like that, or like I like vitamins and stuff. I like to set them out the night before for the morning.
Me too. I always put out my vitamins.
Pretty boring.
Pretty boring.
So, Steve, the vitamins you take, are they vitamin bourbon?
Yeah, vitamin bourbon. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I haven't had vitamins since Flintstone days back as a kid when my mom would dish those out. Yeah, here you go. Here's your Flintstone.
Fruit flavored chalk. I think.
Yeah. I never really liked them, and I don't know. And why did my mom even gave us that? I have no idea. So I have. Other parents were doing it, I think. So then she just. I got to do this. The kid has to have the Flintstones. All right, today's kids. I assume they still have Flintstone vitamins. They don't even know who the fuck the Flintstones are. Do they? Like, what the fuck is this?
No, not really.
The vitamin company. The vitamin company. I don't know. Yeah. So, all right. On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We're going to start with Shawn. His first official show here. He's never done a cork pop. Let's see what he does.
Let's see. I am drinking the new Boxing Bear that showed up this morning at the barrel shop. Maybe.
Okay, not much there. Not much life in that thing. Okay, fair enough. Okay. We're going to have McNew go, because we have two people that always buy new bottles, so we'll let those two battle it out after the rest of us get out of the way. Go ahead, McNew.
I actually have a twist off, and it's a James Beam Distiller's Share.
Nice.
Okay. All right. I've got 15 star. This is their triple cask finish. I did pop this open today at the shop for we did a quick show with it, so it's been open today, but let's see how it does. Ooh, enough to take the lead. Yeah, it was nice. I feel like it could be beat with the cannons these two like to bring, but let's see what you got. Lenny, we're going to have you go first.
All right. Well, unlike my usual move, I did not buy a new bottle, but I had to fill a new one. This is actually one of the might be the very first filling of our Deer Hammers Progeny Series number 4.
That's a new bottle. Just because you made it doesn't make it not new.
Well, it's kind of not new because I just filled it like 3 hours ago.
That's new. That's as new as can be.
All right, fine. I don't know. I feel like there's a caveat because it hasn't had the time to sit and let the cork settle in. This was supposed to be sent to a photographer for a bottle shot, but the printing was a little screwed up. So I'm going to save it for myself and drink it instead.
Okay. Okay, there you go. Look at him. Look at that.
Not a new bottle at all.
Yeah, no.
3 hours old.
I can go make more.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Lenny's got the lead. Mr. couldn't do a cork pop for the first 5 years we worked with him. Now all of a sudden,
Need to work on my skills.
Yeah. All right. Kathy, what do you got? Looks like Stumpy's there.
Yeah, I'm working up in proofs, so I'm starting with the bottled and bond.
Oh, that was actually really good. The squeak though, I think we're going to give Lenny the benefit of the doubt with the squeak there. So Lenny takes it. Cheers to Lenny.
Cheers.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the whiskeys that have been assigned to us based on our Zodiac sign. We'll see if we agree with that. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. We're also sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop focuses exclusively on barrel picks. It's the job of owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot to seek out distilleries that are making the best whiskey in the world, taste through their barrels, and select the ones that are off-profile in the best way possible. They have high standards and refuse to allow anything into their store other than something they would be proud to have their name on. This leads to some really awkward conversations with distilleries that can't make it, but they do it for you, their customers. Learn more about what is going on at their St. Louis-based store by heading over to abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Kathy Cool, and I can't wait to pet your goat. And you're listening to the ABV Network.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the best whiskey for our Zodiac signs.
Yes, we are. So this, where did this come from, this article? Did I don't know that I...
It was Asia, Lifestyle Asia.
Lifestyle Asia. Okay, so Lifestyle Asia comes out with this article, and it says, this is the American whiskey that you should get based on your Zodiac sign. So, Kathy, you and I have the same sign, so we'll go first. I'll let you say, what do they say that should be our whiskey based on our Zodiac sign?
We're always at the back. Let me get back there. Evan Williams.
Evan Williams, the Black Label. I mean, what the hell? That's the best we can do?
Aquarius is known to be collaborative and social.
Huh.
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams. Yeah, well, where do they come up with that?
I hate this for Aquarius because Aquariuses are kind of not you guys per se, but they're trailblazers. They're little weirdos, and you cannot get more basic than Evan Williams. Like, this was a horrible.
Yeah, so I feel like we're starting out bad with this show, but Kathy apparently has done a list where she's going to go over and show us what she thinks each of the.
Since they said collaborative, I thought the Bourbon County collaboration with the beer.
Okay.
Would be a good representation for an aquarium.
Ah, okay. So that's what we should have got. We should have got the Bourbon County Stout. So yeah,
okay. It's a unique thing.
That would be better. That would be better than Evan Williams Black Label. All right, Lenny, what's your sign and what whiskey are they telling you should be drinking?
So my birthday's in July, Cancer, and it's Elijah Craig's small batch. And I'm not mad at the explanation. Cancers are known to be sensitive and nurturing. Those born under this sign would be drawn to a dram that mirrors their warm, sweet personalities.
Huh. I don't know that you have any of that. Yeah. Warm.
Well,
sweet.
here's the thing. As far as sensitive goes, I was at my son's jiu-jitsu tournament last weekend.
Right.
And another kid on his team got absolutely obliterated. And he came back to the side where we were as coaches crying. And I started crying.
Right. You're sensitive. Okay. All right.
I don't like to see
I guess in some ways, maybe that way you are. In other ways, when I think of sensitive, I also think the person is thin-skinned, and you're not. You can have a joke made at you. You're fine with it. Yeah, you're not one of those that is like, oh, don't say anything about Lenny because he gets upset if you make fun of him or whatever. No, you a lot of times you're self-deprecating. Yeah, well, you don't care.
Yeah,
I think you just don't care about us. So yeah, it's like idiots. If they want to make fun of me, I could give a shit less.
Yeah, and I think I'm kind of nurturing.
Okay, Kathy, what did you think should be the pick for Lenny?
I felt for sensitive and nurturing, it should either be Maker's Mark or Barrel.
Okay,
Barrel makes sense.
Barrel.
So Barrel seagrass would have been real good because it's sea and we're crabs from the sea.
Yes,
Grass would have been perfect.
Oh, you're the same thing, McNew. You're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer as well, and
Nice.
I wasn't mad at this Elijah Craig for it. Because we're also kind of nostalgic. Like Cancers are a little bit of old souls, and he was kind of the father of bourbon, so I liked it for the nostalgia factor. But
Okay.
I'm not a nurturing person either, unless you're like my dog. But
Okay.
I don't have that Cancer mom energy at all. But
All right, Shawn, what do you got going on here?
So I'm a Capricorn, and they threw Buffalo Trace at me.
Yes, regular old Buffalo Trace. What do you think about that, Shawn?
Well, the little thing says, it's pragmatic and grounded, and, this is just a classic whiskey. I can live with Buffalo Trace.
Okay, all right, Kathy, what do you think would have been a better choice for him?
Deer Hammer.
Deer Hammer. Yeah, there you
Pragmatic and
definitely
grounded.
the right choice.
go. Yeah.
I like
Let's
that
go over
choice better.
the other ones real quick here. So Aries, they're saying Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. They're bold and adventurous. Yeah, bold and adventurous. What did you come up with for that one, Kathy?
291.
Distillery 291, bold and adventurous. Yeah. Oh yeah. The number
Especially
one selling in Buena Vista too. So yeah.
yeah, that's a good one,
That's a
Kathy.
good whiskey.
Especially their hazmat, because like Aries is like the fire sign. Like have you ever made an Aries mad? Like you were gonna like lose your life. So
Really?
like that's a good one for them.
Okay. So the Taurus, Sazerac Rye Whiskey. They actually get a good one, I think. That's nothing wrong with that. So and they say the Taurus is elegant and grounded. So yeah. What do you come up with for that one?
Hidden Barn.
Hidden Barn. Oh yeah. Elegant, grounded. Yeah.
How can you say Jackie Zykan isn't elegant and grounded?
Right. Yeah.
And there's those other people involved, but
Yeah. All right, for the Gemini, Wild Turkey Bourbon. Wild Turkey Bourbon. They are known to be social and charming. So Wild Turkey, they feel that's a good social bourbon. I'll give them that. So that's not a bad choice if that's going to be what you're. What did you come up with something better than that, Kathy?
I did. I came up with anything Neely.
Anything Neely? Okay.
Specifically anything with Papa's name on it.
Okay. That's good. All right, we're going to skip. We'll skip the ones we've already done. So Leo is Jim Beam Black, and they are known to be generous and bold. Jim Beam Black.
I was okay with it.
Okay. Well, you don't want to help the Leos at all.
I didn't like this one because Leos are kind of bougie. I don't think that they would be happy with like a $20 bottle. They would be pissed we didn't spend 50 plus on their bottle.
Okay.
So anything from the BTAC collection?
Yeah, something a little higher up for Leos would have been a better fit.
Okay. Virgo, Michter's bourbon whiskey is what they say. And Virgos are known to be Methodical and grounded. Another one that's grounded.
I thought Michter's was good, or Old Foe.
Old Foe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Libra.
I mean,
go ahead. Did you got something?
well, I was going to say, like, Michter's moved from, like, Pennsylvania to Kentucky. I feel like that's not very grounded. No hate. I mean, awesome stuff, but not grounded.
Yeah. Not grounded. Yeah. Pennsylvania's still pissed about that, and they should be.
Yeah.
Probably. Maker's Mark. This again Libra, and they're known to be charming and social. Charming and social.
Which we already had.
We did that one. Who had that one?
Well, wasn't the one that I gave to Neely social and charming?
Gemini was social and charming, but
Okay.
This
Well,
is the problem
I
with
didn't
this
write this. I just
It
know.
all
I know.
overlaps.
So I want to turn to McNew and get some definitions because they're saying the Libras and the
so let me go back to Gemini.
Geminis are the same.
No, so yeah, Gemini's social and charming. Is that what they just said on Libra?
Mm-hmm.
No,
So-
they said charming and social.
Charming, social.
Oh,
The
well,
same thing.
Totally
though.
different
So-
thing.
Totally different. Yeah.
I
Not
feel
even
like
close.
they messed up
Okay.
Gemini though, because I've never met a charming Gemini. Like they're social, but like in a chaotic way where like you're gonna feel very kind of stressed around them. They're a lot of energy. But Libras are very charming. Like they're kind of the hoes of the Zodiac
Really?
because they are so charming.
If you listen to the song "Fly Girl" when we were young, now I'm talking about young, maybe Lenny, Shawn, and maybe everybody but McNew here. You guys listen to that song back in the day, "Fly Girl," "Fly Girl," "A Fly Girl." To the guy says in there, to my experience, the girls that please are Gemini, Scorpio, and yes, Pisces. I don't know
I
if that
don't
took
think I've
place.
ever heard that song.
Really? You never heard "Fly Girl"? Oh man!
Who
it's
is
his
the
rendition
artist
that you can't
responsible?
recognize.
Oh, a fly girl. And then he's like, a fly girl. Fly girl. A fly girl. A fly girl. A fly girl.
Not coming to you, Lenny. You've never heard
Come on,
that?
Lenny. You got to heard
With
that.
Missy Elliott? Is that the one you're talking about? I'm looking it up now.
Missy Elliott. No, I don't know.
That's what it says.
The Boogie Boys in '85.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. The Boogie Boys.
Oh, yeah, I
1985.
see that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she did the cover.
Yeah, that
That
really
could be.
wasn't in my repertoire then.
What? What the hell, Shawn? What the hell, man?
So back to Libras.
I was a cool kid, so.
Yeah,
what
so-
you know. I had my breakdancing routine down. Yeah.
You were a break dancer?
Of course. I mean, I
Still
thought
is.
Can you
I
pop and
wasn't.
lock for us right now?
No, I was bad, and I'm glad the video didn't exist back then. I mean, that's we didn't have to worry about that shit when I was. I'd be doing that kind of stuff. I was absolutely horrible. So, but no video exists of that.
Also, different meaning to pop and lock at this age.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. The next one, Scorpio.
Wait, we got to go back to Libras
Gosh. Okay.
because they're charming and social, not social and charming.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you got hung up at. Yeah.
I gave that to anything Demetrius Kane,
Anything Demetrius Kane. Okay. Oh.
Nobleton, Boxing Bear, Copper Dome.
Copper Dome, you name it, So the Scorpio, they like the Templeton, and very specific here. The 6 year is going to be what you want if you're a Scorpio.
Right, three.
Rye 3. Yeah. I would say that would be more energetic, but yes. Have you ever seen Kartik's present? He's energetic for sure.
This description refers to Scorpio as a water sign. I feel like a scorpion is not a water thing.
Yeah, Scorpio.
Unless it's riding on a toad's back.
Get this, Aquarius is not a water sign.
Aquarius
Oh, really?
is an air. They're the water bear. They pour the water, but they're not of the water.
A scorpion is
I
definitely.
know. I'm going to question that. Bullet Rye.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Sagittarius.
Easygoing, bold, and forthright.
Yep.
This one right here. Stumpy's Old Monroe.
Stumpy's Old Monroe. Okay. All right.
I think Sagittariuses are kind of like your travelers, like your friends that are like, hey, you want to go out of town this weekend? And they're like already got their suitcase packed. I would have done like a Jefferson's Ocean, something that's
Ooh.
for a Sagittarius.
Yeah. Last one I left off the notes as to why, but it looks like a Woodford Reserve for the Pisces.
Did we do Capricorns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, because we didn't cover the ones we did in the show, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had already done that. So Woodford, I don't know if you had anything else for that, Kathy, if you looked up the article. Or...
I looked it up, and it said that Pisces are imaginative and emotional.
Okay.
So it just sounds like a girl thing, so I picked Widow Jane.
Widow Jane, okay. All right. Yeah, fair enough. So there you go. Hopefully you guys are happy with your picks, whether it is the pick from the article or Kathy. Hopefully you're enjoying what you got there. So there you go. Drinking by the Zodiac. Do you support that, McNew? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I do, because I have a book called Drinking with the Stars, and I can write you a specific cocktail that is better thought out than this article was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at McNew. Yeah, that's the whole thing. McNew's got a whole little empire going on.
I have a lot going on right
I don't know too much about it. There's candles involved and other shows. And
I've added a lot of work for myself to my life lately.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens for sure. All right, well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We're going to start with Shawn. Shawn, where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook at Shawn MacLeod.
Okay. Kathy.
I'm on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the webs, deerhammer.com. And in addition to coming to visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, we've got our Progeny 4 Vino Verso dropping in Colorado next month, maybe on Sealbox thereafter.
How many people, Shawn and Kathy, how many people did you heard say in the store today, I got some of that Sealbox money? It's like a thing in the shop now. People, it's definitely a thing. They got that Sealbox money. So, yeah, Lenny's walking around with that Sealbox money. So, yeah, I get it. Big time now. All right, McNew, how about you? Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at McNewABV, and you can find my Zodiac book on Amazon.
Yeah. Demetrius said that in the middle of his presentation because I pointed out something. He's like, man, I don't have that Sealbox money rolling in. I'm like, I get it. All right. I guess he actually listens to the show. So, yeah. All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you're going to have to check out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. You can walk in and tell us you've got some Sealbox money. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/ABVnetwork.
Great job today, gang. Fartance will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some of the great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro is owned and operated by Russell Creed, who makes stills for the hobby distiller. He offers a one-stop shop for everything the at-home distiller needs. Whether it's a small, experimental stovetop still or something bigger you run outside, he has the still or parts you would have difficulty fabricating yourself if you were trying to build a DIY still project. Additionally, he has resources to assist in creating unique distilled spirits, including heirloom grains, barrels for aging, and recipes. Check out Russell's company online at moonshinestillpro.com. Finally, I have a question for you. Have you ever boxed a bear? Of course not. That'd be silly. Bears really don't follow the rules, so shots in the back of the head, punches to the nuts, and scrums after the bell would be the norm. A better idea would be to enjoy Boxing Bear Whiskey, a brand crafted by Nobleton's Distilling House in Union, Missouri, and sold exclusively at the ABV Barrel Shop in suburban St. Louis. This is a popular offering that sells out quickly, but when you're in town, stop by the ABV Barrel Shop and see if they have it in stock. Better yet, sign up for their email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com, and you'll know exactly when it is in stock. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.